How to find your energetic leaks and what it actually looks like and how it's actually impacting your life and your business. We know this. Everything is energy. Energy is everything. Nothing is separate from anything. And so when it comes to energetics and energetic mastery, it's understanding that where it is in one thing in your life can also be showing up in somewhere else. And sometimes it's not obvious, especially if you've been doing work like you have for like forever, right? When we've been doing deep healing work for a really long time, sometimes what happens is these energetic leaks get to be really subtle, really quiet, really sneaky that we don't even realize that they're happening. So I actually work with my clients with this in one-to-one mentoring and also in my upcoming program, A Goddess Codes, which is launching soon. So if you're curious about that, just shoot me a message. But when it comes to energetic mastery and when it comes to the energetic leaks, here's what it is that you want to look for. Very often we look at things in our life that isn't working out and we start to do a deep dive and try to figure out what it is that's going on, right? So maybe it's, and sometimes it's even within, right? So maybe it's you have a disagreement with a partner and so it's like you start doing a deep dive, but maybe it's, maybe you're having a launch and clients are not coming into your program like you thought they were. And so we start looking at that one specific area, but what we also want to do is start looking around the other buckets, so to speak, of our life, but the other areas of our lives, and look and see where the door is open to close those. So listen, you're a high vibrating soul having a human experience. It's okay to have these energetic leaks, even when you've been doing this healing work. And also what I notice within my clients is that they're things that you're not quite noticing. And so what I would do is I would take a look at the things in your life that it's like, oh, this isn't actually working out, or maybe something feels misaligned, or something just kind of feels off. And it's like, well, what other areas in my life are actually feeling off? Where is it that it kind of feels misaligned, or it's not the best that it could be, right? And again, you're having a human experience, so nothing is going to be 100% perfect all of the fucking time. However, when you take a look around from a very observant lens, right? You're zoomed out and just looking at it from a space of curiosity and intentional to just gain information, then you can start to see the subtle different ways of which it's showing up in your life, in your business, and your relationships, etc. How this can show up in your business, for example, and let me give you some examples of what this looks like when I'm working with my clients. So a lot of the work that I do is energetics mastery, it's embodiment, it's identity work. And when I'm working with entrepreneurs, it's also sometimes we'll create like a launch plan or a different strategy or try something a little bit different. But most of what I do is like the identity, embodiment, and energetics work and subconscious work. And so if something is not working as planned inside of their business, what we will actually go and do is I'll start asking questions based off of what's going on in their life, what's going on with their thought patterns, what's going on with their habits, what's going on, like maybe they're scrolling, maybe they're intaking information, maybe they need to do something differently. Sometimes you just need to disrupt the pattern, disrupt your normal day-to-day. Where is it that you've allowed boundaries to slip? Where is it that you started allowing like some people pleasing sneaking back in? Maybe it's, you let somebody talk to you in a specific way and it's been bugging you underneath the surface. Like there are so many different ways that this can show up, but we start asking very specific questions to be able to see other areas in the life that things are actually going on. And we want to shift those from a subconscious energetic energetic perspective so that we're closing the gap, we're closing the leak. And what happens when you do this is because everything is energy and energy is everything, nothing is separate, it's all the same. Then what happens is now things start to become cohesive and align and other things start to pop off in your life and in your business.